Aloha, this is Dr. Laurie Moore from AniMiracles.com. That's ANI Miracles.com. Purpose aim is what we need to refocus on in order to remember that we are the source of all peace and goodness with which we are seeking that. In other words, what we are longing for and yearning for is really within ourselves. So as we're aspiring to achieve goals or fulfill responsibilities or create realities, all which is a wonderful artistic part of living and participating, we are actually aiming to fulfill that which is already inside us. So the joke's kind of on us because we're really here to generate that which we think we are seeking. And as we seek it and discover it within, we become the amplifier or microphone that many may receive whatever it is we are seeking. That doesn't have to be outwardly. You might be a quiet painter or meditator, but simply by your generating what is coming through you, others are benefiting. Others you might not even ever meet. Even if you're living in solitude, energy is permeating out miles away from you, through you, and touching many. The animals are aware that we just need to be who we are. And the animals each come in with an awareness of a purpose aim. I call it purpose aim because there's a surrender in it, and there's a will. There's a yin and a yang. There's a fulfillment in a circle. What we are generating is actually discovered through us and discovering us. We're like a microphone. The animals know that they have a purpose aim, and so they're not longing for something that isn't. They're very, very focused and authentically invested in simply creating and expressing that which already really is. So if you ask an animal, what's your purpose aim? An animal might say to give generosity, or to spread laughter, or to uplift, or to assist with clarity, or to heal. So people think in terms of secondary purposes sometimes because of our conditioning. So we might think, is my purpose to be a dentist, or to be an animal communicator, or to work at the coffee shop, or to be a scientist? But that's more like a vehicle. Your purpose is something beyond your planning. So if your purpose is to share love, you'll find yourself over and over in life sharing love. And when you run into the most deep heart-wrenching problems that you encounter in your life, it's actually because something's blocking you, some belief is blocking you, or some physical or emotional pattern is blocking you from expressing that which you came to give. And so you're starting to think you need to receive it. And actually, when you're giving it, you are receiving it. When you're receiving it, you're giving it. So when you run into a challenge and life isn't feeling so swell, and you're wishing something else was happening in this life you're living, you want to remember your purpose aim, because it's an indicator that you're not aligning with your purpose aim. Animals always align with their purpose aim. They could feel great sorrow, of course, grief when a loved one is lost, and a multitude of reasons, but they remain aligned with their purpose aim. Their purpose aim could be interfered with by human disruption of the animal's life, but they remain aware of it. And so often if an animal's having sorrow, something's being disrupted beyond what would be natural for them. So if you're feeling something's not quite right, you're probably disrupting yourself. And so maybe society or other factors are assisting that, but you have an opportunity to return to what really fulfills you. And so you ask the question, if I'm so wanting these circumstances to change, because what? Because if these circumstances would change, I would feel what? Peace, compassion, generosity, fulfillment, love, kindness, witness, acknowledged, satisfied, laughter, inspired. What would you feel? And see, that's what you're really longing for. I talk about this a lot in my book, Creative Intimacy, and the animals have helped me to understand this at such a deeper level, since that beautiful rendition of expression was expressed through me. And so what I want to invite you to do is, if you're feeling like life is just so good, just notice what it is bubbling up in your heart, because that's something to remember if another occurrence happens in life when it's not feeling so great. And so if another occurrence happens when it's not feeling so great, I want you to ask yourself, what would I like to be feeling? The feeling of which would make me think that this life is fine. And so that, like I said, gives you a clue to your purpose aim. So let's say you say, well, if only my sister-in-law would talk to me in a certain way and agree with me, I'd be at peace. Well, that's a clue that you would like to be at peace now. And actually, your sister-in-law has nothing to do with it except that she's a great messenger reminding you that you allow yourself to move out of peace when you're feeling non-preferred emotions. So let's say you're feeling the non-preferred emotion of frustration when you're talking to your sister-in-law. Well, if you're all focused on my sister-in-law, frustration, what she did, what I did, your mind will just spin and spin. But if you start to remember, oh, actually, my purpose aim, my purpose aim is to feel at peace. Ah, okay. Peace is right here. It's already here. There's an unlimited bank account of peace. The animals know this. They're not looking on the email, on the phone for an addiction, something to do, something to achieve, going to the bank. The animals know it's right here, right now. And so do you. So I invite you to turn in to the quality that you are seeking right now, to tune into it within your own being, to notice it's right here. In the doing of this, not only will you enter a world in which animal communication can come quite naturally, but you will fulfill yourself with love. And this kind of love generates the ability to create success when you use artistry and real practical world action steps to generate success in a beautiful, fulfilling way. And this touches everyone, yourself first and foremost, and all those around you. So thank you so much for caring so deeply about life, love, animals, and the planet that you'll take some time just to stop and tune in to this quality that's already in your heart, to notice you are the source of this. This is Dr. Laurie Moore from animiracles.com, www.animiracles.com. I look forward to working with you in your session to make improvements, to release self-defeating habits, or just to learn what your animals have to say. I'm happy to talk to you or your loved ones, human and animal on the other side, to assist you with any challenges in relationship, life, etc. Just give me a call, www.animiracles.com, or you can email me through my website. Thank you. Aloha, shalom, namaste, peace, salams, love, yay, yippee.